Now we're back. This is P, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. That way you'll be up to date with all our latest unboxing and review videos. Today is September the 18th, 2025, Throwback Thursday. Yay, that's throwback music, throwback movies, television shows, maybe even some throwback apparel to the 90s or something like that. So comment below what is going to be a throwback theme today, if any. And if not, still enjoy the video. We have the OG Retro Air Jordan 5
Fire Red Black Tongue. What?
Tongue. Alright? Fire Red Black Tongue is what's releasing, and we haven't had a chance to get our hands on these in several years. So we'll talk more about it, get an unboxing, a review, have a quick versus battle close to the end of the video, so stay tuned. Get your snacks, your hot cheese popcorn, your cheese steaks if you're watching this around lunchtime, BLT for breakfast, and let's go ahead and get into it. But first I want to give a shout out to all my day one YouTube subscribers. We started in 2014, and just like this release, the last time this particular colorway was released was 2013, a year prior. The same as the release of the Jordan 11 holiday release with the Gammas, which are releasing again this year. So if you're into sneaker culture and you're making decisions about, do you go on StockX, Go, eBay, Flight Club, Stadium Goods, or your local boutique, or if you have to go out of town if it's not so local, to pick up some of these sneakers for your collection, always check out the release calendar, unless you just want the older version for nostalgia purposes, because you have new technology when they retro and re-release. And we saw a lot throughout this year with the black metallic Jordan 5, with the Jordan 5 Grape, with the shattered backboards, and some of the more popular colorways release within every 10 years. So just keep that in mind. And they may have better quality, better aesthetics, better features, but of course it's going to be a higher price for retail, that is. So yeah, just do your research. And as a seller, if you're sitting on a pair of Jordan 3s, 4s, or 5s, and you don't have them in a protected sack, sealed to preserve the outsole and the icy outsoles and all of that, if a sneaker is about to release, then maybe try to sell that one, perhaps. Extra cash to go towards the new one, okay? But yeah, we're getting ready to jump straight into this. So my excitement level may not be the exact same because I did get a hands-on with this sneaker yesterday. Shout out to Aj5 for allowing me to check out his pair and get a few photos. His particular pair was a size 10.5. I think mine is a size 10. So while I was still waiting on mine to arrive. So the release was Saturday, and I hit on Nike online. J Boogie went and picked his up from Hibbett's to have his particular pair that day, which a lot of you probably did. So comment below if you was able to obtain yours through a raffle. This sneaker is still available on a lot of different retail websites and stores with various sizes, and it may be returns, it may be canceled orders, so you can still find this sneaker if you want to for retail, or you can support your local boutique reseller. So the price point of these I think was maybe $115, and if you ordered online you may have to pay shipping depending on where you ordered through, or perhaps it was free shipping. And always try to check out with Rakuten or Swagbucks, something to where you can get some type of points or cash back. You're going to receive points when you shop through Finish Line, Foot Locker and Champs, Hibbett's, and all of that. But as far as cash back that you can apply to a gift card or transfer to your PayPal account, as far as the points, sometimes you have to reach a certain threshold or amount before you can actually transact and use that as cash towards your next purchase. So always check your balance for points and rewards and see what you can use if you're trying to save a little bit, or perhaps get some sneakers or something under retail, a product, apparel, whatever. All right. And I think that may be most of the tips. Oh, okay, yeah. Make sure you have Fetch Rewards, the app downloaded on your phone. Share it, invite it with your friends, get some cash back. Both of you can win, whoever you share it to or invite. You know how the apps work, but even when you place your orders online, once you sync your email account, you'll be able to receive points back towards rewards. Or if you pick up in person, you can just scan your receipt and receive points as well. All right, but enough about points. Let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. OG colorway. OG colorway means an original colorway that released the year if Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, because that's what we're talking about, the athletic basketball professional shoe that was released during Michael Jordan's career as far as retros. Now you have a lot of models that's considered retros because of the model, but it may be a new colorway. So that's not an OG colorway that obviously Michael Jordan wore during his career, because he's been retired from the game of basketball. So here's the box. Yep, and I went with a size 10. Sometimes I order 9.5. I suggest going true to size if possible. Sometimes, depending on the cushioning and how padded and bulky the sneaker is, especially if you're used to trying on sneakers, you may want to go a half size up or a half size down. Here's your OG box, and all three of these boxes are exactly alike, with the true to form OG original aesthetic of the box. Black. There's Michael Jordan, his image, and the fire red Jumpman. Keep in mind, these are the fire red. So there are so many different shades of red: fire red, varsity red, gem red, infrared, so forth and so on. Game red maybe, but it's all going to match up or have the theme of the Chicago Bulls. That's the team that Michael Jordan was drafted to in 1984, 1985, his rookie season. Prior to that, University of North Carolina Tar Heels, Chapel Hill, Baby Blue, secured championship, became a star in his college career, and then that's when the hype broke loose. And once drafted to the Chicago Bulls, of course, you're gonna get all types of endorsement deals on the table, and Nike had to figure out a way to lock Michael Jordan in, and which ultimately became a great collaboration to this day with sneakers, apparel, etc., etc. But each year you have a signature shoe. That's why it's titled Jordan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the fifth installment, which released in 1990. Here's the box. Imagine this box back then, so much different than just your typical Nike box or other brand. You just pull up the lid during that time frame. You didn't really see. It might be different colors or something like that, but with the cement gray on the bottom, you have Nike Air right here on the top of the lid in the corner. And as far as your content label, Air Jordan 5 Retro OG, size 10, and it's going to be white, fire red of course, and black. So let's flip the lid. Black paper. Here we go. We have a little separation cord.
Nah, I miss the OG cards that used to come with the sneakers back in the day with the number of the sneakers, the OG colorway, and like a picture of Michael Jordan on the back of the card, with like gloss photograph, like
stains, no smears from the other sneaker when it's laying against it. Alright. So, fire red. Oh, one thing that I noticed is there isn't a keychain or hang tag for this particular pair. If anyone knows why this particular Jordan 5 did not receive a hang tag with the Nike Air on it, comment below. So a little history, just in case you're like, okay, I've never seen that one before. is that real as far as an OG original colorway, of course. This was released in 1990. It's very similar to the Fire Red, and that's the simplified title. And it has the metallic tongue versus this one has the black. The metallic was 3M reflective, and I think the last release was like 2020 or 21 when they released the series on ESPN and Netflix, which was The Last Dance. So they was called they changed the AKA title to The Last Dance Fire Red, but the official name was Fire Red. But this was another colorway which was released in 1990, and it was retroed in 2000, the year 2000, 2006, and 2013. And I think maybe one of those years it had the Jumpman Jordan stitched and brought it on the heel. At least one of those years, I'm thinking. But upon its original release, you have the Nike with the swoosh in the air and black on the heel. You have the 23 logo stitched, unlike the Fire Red. However, you still got the icy outsole, and they sort of flipped it. So typically this would have been black. I wish I still had mine. I had several pair of the metallics to compare it to, the metallic tongue original Fire Red. But they flipped it where they reversed the red right here with Nike instead of black, which leads to your midsole where they reversed it. This is its own original color. I'm just saying reversed it, meaning that's probably the closest version or colorway that was released, the most recent release. So the shark fins or fangs, shark teeth, not fins or fangs. Shark teeth right here are in black, and you have your Fire Red, which surrounds your window where your air bubble is. Trajan is on the beat, whoa. And as this wraps around the heel, it's layered. Like, think about it. Fire Red, white, ice, another hit of the black. And those are your three colors, white, fire red, and black. And your upper is going to have this super soft or very soft. And we'll compare it with another pair. Leather, upper and white. And your mesh screen right here is going to be white along with your tongue that's under your lacing system with the flat laces all the way up until you get the head of the black tongue. And also black tongue like a child. Nah, it's purple. But black tongue with Michael Jordan in red. Your lace lock is clear with Nike on it, and the actual lace lock itself inside of it that you squeeze to release the laces to where you can loosen them up, relace them, or tighten them up. All ergonomic for this basketball shoe on a professional level. It's in red. And it actually has Nike on it versus just an emblem of a Jumpman logo. So things about this sneaker, the design, this screen is to make, instead of it just being all leather, of course the pop, give it a great visual, but to also make the shoe lightweight when wearing and playing basketball on the court for several quarters during the game. So yeah, and then you have all this cushioning on the interior and your sock liner. It's in red. Your insole is red with Nike Air, well, just Nike, the swoosh, and you got Air underneath in black. The upper part where you lace around the collar of the shoe is black, so you got hits of black on both sides, on this medial side and the outer. And once again, the collar of the sneaker is sort of plush and padded. that's basically it. So you got to think this is 1990, decades ago. So you don't have a lot of arch indentions. You do have the herringbone traction a little bit. You don't have visual stars. It's more smooth versus your Jordan 4. But overall, this is great for the collection. And as far as, wearing casually or with athletic apparel, I mean, white pops. You just got to make sure you got something all black, all white, black, or red. If you're not wearing Chicago Bulls apparel, and we're getting ready to enter fall season officially next week. So that means the hoodies are back, the plaid shirts are back. Leading to winter, you're gonna have sweaters and sweater vests and all types of layers to keep warm when temperatures change, especially if you're out at football games or just out and about uptown or downtown and you want to wear something casual. And as far as comfort level, I feel like these are comfortable just based on the padding and just the look and feel of the sneaker. Comment below if the Jordan 5 is a comfortable shoe. Of course, it's not going to be as comfortable as your modern technology releases, but keep in mind, they've changed some of the materials that's used in the insole of the sneaker versus the way it was designed years and years ago. So, but compared to a modern Air Max, Vapor Max, or some of the new Jordan releases or Nike releases or other brands, of course, it's not going to give that same comfort. But as far as the look, the style, casual wear, I think this hits pretty hard. And I definitely like how it's almost like a remix, even though it was released the same year. You're used to seeing the fire red with the metallic tongue. So if you have this one, it's almost like the remix, but does that mean that you wear this one on one side and the other one on the other side? I don't know, comment below. But I feel like if you have some extra laces, maybe lace swapping with some black flat laces, I think that may pop hard in this particular shoe. Not red, I don't think, but I think black, because I think it would hit on the tongue, pause, and also with the embroidery on the heel and some of the other hits of black. Comment below on that lace swap. So we're going to get a close-up visual and then have some fun with some versus battles. Comment below how you feel about these. So far, the quality is up to par. I think this is going to be very similar to the Grapes as far as the quality. Let's go. Prices increase every year. I think the prices is going up another $5 or so around the holiday season with the Gamma and leading into next year. So this sneaker probably originally released at $99 to $125, which was a lot back in that era, in that decade, in that time frame, 1990. And now you're looking at double for retail, plus tax, plus shipping. That's crazy. All right, so we'll start with this one. As I mentioned, it's the same box and everything. This one was a little bit beat. Pause. I'm gonna say I think this one I picked up from the Shoe Palace. So we're gonna flip the lids, turn it this way, so you all can see. And I've already unboxed these, so check out the full video. And we're getting ready to make a decision which one is more fire. I don't know. And actually, I'm gonna grab this particular side. So this is going to be the left side of the fire red black tongue. Same size. But from this view, this vertical view, comment below how you feel. And I think same leather quality. I want to say the fire red may be slightly softer, if not, they're very similar. From this angle, which one are you vibing with? And let's see, we'll spin it around for the medial side. And of course, that iconic heel of the Nike Air. I mean, if you're in a sneaker game and you're 18 to 25 years old, we've been receiving the Nike treatment on the heel for the last few years. And we're going to continue to see it. I mean, we saw it with several of the releases, even some non-OG colorways, such as the Rare Air releases with the 3s and the 4s. The Cave Stone 4s has the Nike Air treatment. Of course, the iconic Undefeated. So it's not new, but it was a time frame where we kept getting the Jumpman on the heel and Jordan right here in the arch area of the foot and just the Jumpman logo. And we was like, can we get the Nike Air back? So that's what we mean. But as far as this versus official versus battle, which one are you vibing with in this Jordan 5 versus battle? This released a few months ago, these, the Grape 5s versus your fire red black tongue. And for me, although I like the 23 on the side, personally I'm gonna have to go with the Grapes, just because it reminds me of a Grape Charlotte Hornets sneaker that I had in 6th grade. And I just like how the colors complement each other. And this is an OG original release that was worn, and I think in an All-Star game in 1990. And I just like the hits of the emerald green along with the purple and the white. I just think it's crisp. Even though the lace lock is black and it just complements the sock liner in black, it would have been cool to have a purple one or an emerald one, which you can just replace if you have the alternate Grapes that released a few years ago. And of course it hits the little black right here. But this is official Chicago colorways. It may be more easier to wear. I think this will complement black denim jeans, blue denims. So both of them, have their own aesthetics and look, but it's not far-fetched. This one has the upper hand with the 23 stitched right here. But overall, if this one gets a 10, and this one gets a 9.7, comment below how you feel about these. And we'll compare one more just for size comparison. And I have a DS pair of these that we're going to take a look at, but we'll take a look at a recent pickup, which is previously owned. And I do have to clean the outsoles on these a little bit, but it was released earlier this year, and it's going to be the black metallic 5 reimagined. The black metallic is an OG colorway.
However,
they remixed it slightly, and it is yellowing. I don't understand how it yellowed so fast within 1 year.
Several months.
But we're going to try to get it a little bit crispy. And And I'll probably put these on my eBay store now that I've taken a look at them. I purchased these as a 9.5 to wear and just flip the DS pair. This is going to hold the most value. This is definitely in the top 5 release of 2025 as far as Jordans, in my opinion, if not top 2. Of course, many may say the Jordan 4 bit brick by brick, or maybe even the Jordan 4 white cement, which is my favorite shoe of all time. But just with the quality of the leather this year, I just think this one hits harder, if that makes sense. It may not, but and the Undefeated 4 may be up there, but this one is amazing. So this was released, I think, in January or February, and it's crazy. I mean, super fire, but we're gonna compare it real quick to the fire red black tongue, just for a size comparison. So here's a 9.5 versus your size 10. And hands down, for me, if you're a fan of white sneakers, which I was, that's why I like the white cement Jordan 4. But as far as this model, for some reason I've grown to, I like the nubuck upper of this a lot better. It does come with an extra set of laces in black. And this is not stitched on the heel. But in this versus battle, you decide which one are you rocking with. The black metallic reimagined with the reflective 3M tongue versus your fire red black tongue. For me, easy. 10 all day. Smashes this one. And I like the grapes better than the fire red. Any of them, the fire red, the original colorway, or this original colorway with the black tongue. But give me this one. As a matter of fact, I'd rather have this one than both of these. I don't know, but you do get 2 pairs of sneakers, but you get what I'm saying. Comment below which one are you vibing with. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and that's basically it. We do get another Jordan 5 release, the Tokyo, which is going to be super limited to sneakers app only and Nike. So with that being said, make sure that you're on point on release day for it. We do have more Jordans releases. We have the Jordan 4 Alma Manari, I think in a mocha colorway. We have a bunch of Jordan 11s releasing for the holiday season, but for me the most important is going to be the Gamma. We do have a Rare Air Jordan 11 and some other colorways, which gives variety, it gives more options. We got the Black Cat 4s releasing, along with, I think, the Jordan 8 Bugs Bunny, or maybe it's it can't be the playoffs. I think it's the Bugs Bunny releasing. And the Jordan 12 Taxis, just to name a few. The year is not over, and 2026 is going to have just as many releases. So are you excited? Comment below which ones you're most excited for. And we do have a little bonus pickup from Amazon and Woot, which is Amazon. And this is just for kicks. I may keep it, I may give it away. Who knows? Let's see how it looks. Yeah, cut. Alright. So this is from DC Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This is the Black Manta, which was the villain, super powerful. And this is a 12-inch from DC Comics. And yeah, one of the action figures. And this was really like $10.99, but it was on sale for $1.99 with free shipping through Amazon Prime. So check it out on Woot while they still have some available, $2 plus tax. along with whatever else you order. If you're if you're a barber or just need some clippers, they have plenty of fabulous clippers right now. Trimmers, shavers, various on sale. So definitely check that out in that category. Just a side note to the sneakers. You know, we're going to have extra-ish. The supplement for today is going to be bucked BAMF with the strawberry kiwi for the gym. Here we go. Sort of procrastinating, but anyway, yeah. Comment below how you feel about that. It's P.oastman with the fire red black tongue. Let's go. The resale of these is like at the highest 280 right